international reaction to the attack on 2 oil tankers in the Middle East. Now, the tankers were damaged in explosions on Thursday. The U.S., for its part, is blaming Iran for the attacks. The Pentagon releasing this video showing what they say are Iranian forces removing a mine from one of the ships. Washington is now being backed by London. UK intelligence conclude that Iran was, quote, almost certainly involved. But the country's main opposition leader, Jeremy Corbyn, is challenging that. He tweeted that there is not enough evidence to lay blame. He was quickly rebuked by the UK's Foreign Secretary, who called Corbyn's argument, quote, pathetic. Well, reporter Rebecca Collard is tracking the story for us out of Beirut today. So, Rebecca, hello to you. Let's talk about how Iran is responding to these allegations first and foremost.
Well, Michael, since the attack on Thursday, Iran has denied that it was involved in this attack and also in previous attacks. So this attack on Thursday came about a month after attack on 4 other vessels nearby, also in this Gulf area, also transporting petrochemicals and oil. So Iran has denied involvement in all of these attacks. And as you said, there is this mounting accusation by the U.S. and its allies saying that it was Iran. And this video that we've now seen, which of course is not conclusive to look at. It's very difficult to see what's happening in the video. It's very grainy. It's very black and white. But the U.S. has offered it as conclusive proof. And of course, it's very difficult to know the truth here, Michael. And I think a more important question is to ask, what would be the motivation at this time for somebody to carry out an attack like this? So, when this attack happened on Thursday, the Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe was in Tehran. He was meeting with Iranian officials, trying to bring down the tensions between the U.S. and Iran. And it seems like whoever did carry out this attack isn't interested in that, is somehow benefiting from these tensions, or is anyway not interested in some sort of rapprochement of between the U.S. And Iran. So I think that that's very interesting. But of course, at this time, we don't have anybody claiming that attack, Michael. And then the last thing I would say is that, this war of words has been going on, of course, for months since the U.S. Has started to tighten sanctions on Iran after pulling out of this nuclear deal from 2015, and these tensions have really been rising. And so far, what we've seen is, of course, the U.S. blaming Iran for attacks like this, and Iran saying that it's in fact the U.S.'s actions that are raising these tensions and creating this instability in the region. But I think what's certain, Michael, is that whether or not we know who carried out this attack or why they carried out this attack, even with all of these unknowns, it is definitely making the situation here in the Middle East and the situation between Iran and the U.S. much more tense. And I think that is dangerous on a number of fronts.